You threw them away?
Yes, everything. But I thought we agreed you were going to clear out the bathroom yesterday.
Right, you did?
Yes. And the bin men are long gone, I'm afraid.
This is not good news. I have to get a prescription.
That's a bit unlikely now, surely. Why don't you see a doctor when we get out there? If you still think it's necessary.
I have to see someone today.
I really don't think you'll have the time.
Why not?
Well, you still haven't done those boxes upstairs.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Why don't I get the men to do it? They can just throw everything out.
I don't know. Who knows what's up there? I'll do it now.
Oh. All right, thanks. After putting on some clothes, I hope.
Oh, yes, clothes. Next on my agenda. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. No idea how much I appreciate it. See you soon. Bye.
All done?
Actually,
You got distracted.
yeah, there was just so much stuff, so much cool old stuff. I got a cancellation, so I'm going to finish up when I get back.
Oh, well, in that case, you'd better take the hard car. Be as quick as you can.
Well, I'm going to go for a jog, but I'll be no time. Fine. Just chillax.
What choice do I have?
Mr. Brown, you are not making a lot of sense. No, I cannot change your appointment to a house call just because you're expecting a delivery. Hey, what did you say? Hello?
Tricky customer?
The man is rude and barely coherent. I suspect he is waiting in for a delivery of illegal drugs.
Okay, so look, I've agreed to cover Zara's drop-in patient. She's got some sort of emergency social services meeting to prep for, so...
Oh, that is very kind of you, Dr. Granger.
Sort of guy I am. So?
Mr. Winter. Mr. Winter? Mr. Winter!
Oh, hi, sorry. Yeah, woman.
Oh, right. Well, your appointment will now be with Dr. Granger.
Oh, great. Great.
Through. So, we haven't met before, have we?
I don't think so, not unless it was before my accident.
Accident? I haven't had a chance to look through these properly yet.
It was just after I graduated. I disturbed a burglar at my parents' house. My mother found me at the foot of the stairs. Head injury, swelling to the brain.
Okay, and this affects your memory?
I have gaps of just the few years before the accident and my time at university.
Okay, I have a colleague at work who suffered a similar experience. Must be incredibly frustrating.
Oh, not so bad, really. Blots out all those angst-ridden late teen years.
Okay, so tell me what I can do to help.
I just need a repeat prescription, please, doctor. My mother threw out my last pill packet.
I see. Okay, and what's the prescription?
Iravenolin.
Okay, so what I'd like to do first is get a quick appraisal of how you're doing, how you've been feeling of late.
Well, if it's okay with you, doctor, I'm fine. I just need these pills to help keep things together.
Okay, but I always like to get a bit more insight before I prescribe antidepressants. So if you could try and explain exactly what it is that you're trying to keep together.
Can I talk to Dr. Carmichael?
I'm afraid she's not available.
Well, she's my doctor, and I was told that my appointment was with her.
I'm afraid I'm covering for her today. Let me have a quick look at what you've been... Okay. You know, I think it might be well worth looking at alternative treatments.
Look, please, this is the last thing I'm going to need from you guys. Okay, I'm emigrating this evening to Melbourne. My wife's got a new job over there. My daughter's over there with her already. I just... my mum and I are trying to sort everything out by ourselves. It's quite stressful, and I do need... I need these to help tide me over until I can get a new doctor, and without them, it's too much. So please.
Okay, look, given the circumstances, I'm happy to prescribe another month's worth.
Thank you.
But I advise getting treatment, some therapy when you get to Australia. Okay, try to resolve the root causes rather than medicate.
I will, thanks.
Sunshine should help.
Hope you enjoyed that, Vince. It was playing in the Union first time I saw you, dancing with Skinny Susie. She was so full of herself. Yeah, but even she could see I wasn't looking at her.
Mr. Winters, can you hear me?
I'm sorry.
Mr. Winters.
Okay? Vince, I'm sorry.
Mr. Winters, can you hear me? Okay, look, I need you to keep very still. You've been in an accident, but help's on its way. Mr. Winters, stay with me.
Doctor?
I'll get a nurse.
No, wait, what happened to me?
It was a hit and run. Somebody found you near the mill, came in for help. How you feeling?
A bit sore, but, I think I'm okay.
You've been very lucky. Apart from some bruising, there's nothing serious. A CT scan is clear, but they want to keep you in for observation, just to make sure that nothing develops.
What have you done?
I'm fine, Mum. Don't worry, honestly.
Thank you so much for staying with him.
No problem. Now, you're going to need to give the police a statement. Do you remember who hit you?
There was a man. Yeah, I think he said he was sorry.
What did he look like?
I can't picture him.
It's okay.
But he seemed familiar. I think I used to know him.
That's unlikely, surely.
Look, don't worry too much, okay? It'll come back to you. I'm afraid I've got to go.
Thank you.
No problem. Good luck down under. When you finally make it there.
Dr. Granger. He's going to be all right, isn't he? You know he had a head injury before.
Yeah, he took a knock, but the scan's clear.
It's just what you said about finally making it out there.
Well, obviously, it's inadvisable that he flies this evening.
Oh, obviously.
So they'll keep him in for observation, and make sure you speak to Dr. Morrison.
I will.
Take care.
Right now, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry, I'll pay for the difference on the flights.
I haven't called the airline. Not yet.
And Eileen?
No need. Dr. Granger says you're absolutely fine.
I feel fine.
He said the observation's just a formality, not strictly necessary.
Great. Let's get out of here.
But only if you take it easy. Make sure you get plenty of rest this afternoon before the flight.
Okay.
Why don't you relax in the bath? I won't be long.
Where are you going?
I promised I'd take that plant over to Sheena's. But if you don't want me to go...
That's fine. I'll take a bath.
I'll be back as quick as I can.
Okay. Yeah, we're just one more sleep now. Yes, night-night, princess, night-night. Oh, could you just put Mummy back on? Thank you. Hello. Well, that's it then. Tomorrow it all starts, huh? Yeah, don't worry. I'll text you before we take off. Love you too.
Oh, Vince. I'm sorry.
This is the guy. It's the man from the accident. It's the same clothes and everything. Did you see him? Do you know who he is?
No. When was this photo taken?
Uni, I don't know.
Well, so the guy that you just saw couldn't have looked like that, could he?
Well, he did.
Why don't I drop you back a some
No, I'm fine.
I think it's worth you getting checked
I
out.
said I'm fine.
Mr. Winter. Hello. Well, he's going to have to wait 5 minutes. Tell him to sit down and wait.
Mr. Winters! Mr. Winters, you can't drive. It's not safe.
Come in. What now?
This is a message for Wilf. I'm afraid I don't have a surname. I'm Vince Winters. I think I may have seen you this morning. I'd be very grateful if you could give me a call back. My number is 07700 900 541. Thank you so much. Bye.
Who was that?
Wilf.
Nice bath.
I found this. Do you recognise him?
Never seen him before in my life.
You're sure?
Yes. Now, we must do final checks. Money, passport, tickets.
Later.
Sorry?
I've got to finish upstairs.
Remember, that was our song. Not yours, not mine, but ours. I'll never forget it, Vince. I love you.
Of course my gaydar's finely tuned.
Really?
Yeah, it's easy to tell.
Because...
Because they usually want me.
And if a woman doesn't want you, that makes her a lesbian, right? Look, if he's not prepared to accept who he is, then you know our hands are tied.
Yeah. I'm just a little bit more concerned about the fact that the guy's driving around with a potential brain injury.
You think they missed something?
Well, given his behaviour, I think it's possible, yeah.
Don't you think you better get after him?
That's exactly what I should do. You come with my patience?
Yeah, sure. Oh, and Daniel.
Yeah.
Do try not to let him fall in love with you.
Do you want one?
Where's the photo?
Oh, I must have thrown it out.
Oh, you're making quite a habit of that lately, aren't you?
Have you done your checks? I can't seem to find...
I know who Wilf is. And you do too, don't you?
I've no idea what...
Mum!
It was a phase. An adolescent phase. You soon grew out of it.
Why didn't you tell me?
What, and risk confusing you? You were confused enough after what happened.
You told me I had girlfriends.
You did. A lot of your friends were girls.
That's hardly the same thing, is it? Those pills. The ones that you threw out. Do you know why I take those?
You don't need them.
How can you possibly say that?
There's nothing wrong with you.
All my life, I've had to fight against these feelings. Those pills. It's the only things that stop me from falling apart.
Have you said anything to Eileen?
Of course I had!
Good.
I want to know everything.
Well, I never met this Wilf. You never told me anything about him.
Really?
You kept him to yourself. You were ashamed, I suppose. I don't blame you.
Who is it?
Well, it's a sales call, I suppose.
How do you know?
It was an unknown number.
You know exactly who this is.
Where are you going? All right, I did meet him. Just once. No, come back inside and I'll tell you everything. No, please, don't do this. We've got a flight. Vince!
have one new message. Message 1.
Hi, it's Wilf. My mum, she passed on your message. I can't believe it. Call me back. Hello? Vince? Is that you?
Why did you let him leave Sir Phil's?
Well, he insisted. He's a grown man. I couldn't stop him.
He's in no fit state to drive. He needs to be back there for another scan. Now, do you know...
I can't help you. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Fine, I'm calling the police.
No, please.
Mrs. Winters, if I'm going to help you, you need to let me know exactly what's going on.
I've got an address you can try.
Hello, Wilf. What happened to your face?
I got hit by a car. This morning, actually, I thought that you were the driver.
Right. Thanks for coming. And making such an effort. Come on in.
Call me back when you get this, okay? Stay where you are, wherever that is.
You really don't remember anything? Tell me everything. Please. All right. In a nutshell, we were happy. In love. Soulmates, even. And then your housemate, Claire, one Sunday afternoon, she opened the door to your mother, and your mother opened the door to your bedroom, and there we were. Right. So you pulled on some clothes and ran outside to apologize. Imagine you said it had all been some drunken mistake. She told you to come home, said university had corrupted you.
And I just went back?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Are you married now?
Our civil partner, Aidan. Almost 5 years.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I know about you. Facebook. Can't deny I was curious.
Eileen. I've got a daughter, Katie. She's 6 years old.
Your mother must be very happy.
Yes.
And you?
I want to be.
I'm presuming there have been guys, you know, on the side.
Not that I can remember.
So for 20-odd years, you've just, what, denied yourself? Vince. Look, you really need to sort this out.
Hi, Mrs. Tembe. I need you to find an address for me for Wilf Garvey. Yep.
No, don't go. Miss your flight.
My family are over there. It's the right thing to do.
Not for you.
I made a choice.
Your sexuality's not a choice. It just is.
Pills help.
Pills?
Antidepressants.
Vince! Well, isn't that a sign? Do you really feel so little about yourself that you don't deserve to be happy?
I've got to go.
Oh, fine, whatever. Just bury your head back in the sand.
Goodbye, Wilf.
What about your wife? What, doesn't she deserve to be with someone who loves her?
I do.
Desires her?
I really don't have a choice.
Yes, you do, Vince. And she would too if she knew how you felt. Oh, look, I'm not going to tell her. But she deserves something real. We all do.
I thought you were happy.
Yeah, well, as you know, what others think and how you actually feel are often two very different things. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, I made a mistake. You know what the really sad thing is? I wasn't able to go through with it all until I believe...
What?
That you and me were over.
This is my mum.
I'm impressed.
I found this today. I heard your voice for the first time in 20 years, and you started coming back to me.
What song's on there?
Shame we can't play it now.
Actually... You know, it's so strange. This morning, you didn't even know who I was. And now, here you are. You found that cassette for a reason.
Mr. Garvey.
Yes?
It's Vince here, please.
And you are... Dr. Granger?
Vince, how are you feeling?
Fine, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm here to take you back to the hospital. We can talk on the way.
I'm not going anywhere.
Mr. Winter.
I just tell my mother that I will call her later.
Okay. Look, for your own safety, you need to come with me now.
Why?
Just trust me, okay?
I'm perfectly safe. Wilf has explained everything.
Oh, he has? He explained that there never was a burglary.
What?
That when your mum found out that you'd lost your memory, she made it up. Better that than for you to find out who was really responsible. What happened to you was his fault.
It's your mum again. She's playing games with you.
Oh, really? Then why did you write a letter of apology? Your mother intercepted it. Recognize the handwriting?
I came to see you, tried to make you see sense, or get you away from her. You wouldn't listen. It was you slipped at the top of the stairs. It was an accident.
So you say. Tell him what happened next.
You were just lying there.
And you just left me.
I panicked. I made sure you were breathing.
But you didn't call an ambulance.
I wasn't thinking straight.
They think I was there an hour before my mother found me. They had to crack my skull open to relieve the pressure. They say I almost died.
I'm sorry, okay?
No.
Oh, don't.
No, it's not okay.
Don't do this again.
Do what?
Run away. We loved each other.
Did we? I really don't remember.
Oh, Vince. I'm sorry. Oh, Vince. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, what am I going to say to my daughter when she's ashamed of me?
It's much more likely when the time comes that she'll accept it. It's not such a big deal anymore.
It is for my mum.
Look, your mum may have wanted you to forget. But subconsciously, maybe you did too.
What, you mean you think that I blocked out Will for myself?
It's possible. There's a coping mechanism. Either way, you now know enough to inform your choices going forward.
My flight's booked. I bought a house. My whole future is mapped out.
You don't have to hide anymore. Okay? You are as entitled to happiness as anybody else.
Right. The cab's outside. We need to go.
Come see me at the mill, okay? Make sure you get that scan.
I promise.
Vince!
Thank you.
Okay.
Right. Let's go. There are clothes in the cab. We really don't have time for this. You'll feel much better when you get over there.
Not even anywhere near you.
Excuse me?
You encouraged me to get married when you knew.
And how did I do that? Mind control? Look, you're nearly 40.
No, you're right. I did this to myself. And now I have to call Eileen and I have to tell her the truth.
No, she'll never forgive you.
I don't care what you think!
You'll
I really
ruin
don't!
everything!
Goodbye, Mum. Why don't you call a therapist, huh? Talk to him about homophobia. Maybe I will.
lovely to be out in the fresh air.
One of your patients, Charlie Freeman, he said that his carer is evil.
Well, Granny's faster than that, and she's got a cane.
Yeah, well, stick it up your didgeridoo, you dipstick. We're pacing ourselves.
I hate this. Living like this.
Shane Ritchie.